no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Here's Watson. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. He's got the first down and more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Here's Walker. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 27, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. this. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper from 6 yards away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Come on. Hey.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. The Seahawks at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense, because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
He's got room at the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Okay, ready? 18, five in.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson looks to throw again. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 38, Watson. He's going to air one out. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes.
Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Now back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over at first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Left side complete to Lockett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 132 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Chubb running right. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves
Hurts fumbles it, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3.